Good morning guys, welcome back to the GKP. Well, got a couple of things I need to talk to you about today, and a couple of things that we're on with. So I'll spin camera around and show you what we've been up to. So, first one, mini pond. I have some fish to go through here today and to select through for some for Mike to get his pond up and cycled with. A couple of little ones for him to grow on. Some of Daz's lasher fry in there. So we're going to be taking the pump out, giving this a clean up and a filter and a bit of a service and a good water change. And then we're going to be looking at some of these little fry for Mike, which I'm going to record for you guys so Mike can pick out which ones he wants. Call them sacrificial fish, call them cycling fish, whatever, but there's a couple of nice ones in there that he likes, so we're going to go through them. But I've just been having a word with my wife before she went out, and what she wants is, if said pond is getting made bigger, this has to go. So what I'm going to do with it, guys, is I'm going to remove this pond from here, and then it's going to come down here. So, and we'll get back to this bit in a tick. Just doing a filter clean, and well, just done the filter clean and we're just topping back up. So my idea is now, what I'm going to do is, when we do the pond, I've got a broken fence post here, and this one is broken as well. So these two posts are going to come out. This fence is going to get stripped down, and then I'm going to put two new posts back in. But when I do this, there's no point taking this out twice, because this gives me a route out of the garden, down the pathway, to a skip that I can get just around this corner, and then I've got somewhere for the soil to go. So the plan is, what I'm going to do is drop out these two sections, take out these posts, then we've got a route out for the soil. But I'm going to remove this plant, and just in the corner here is going to go said mini pond. So the mini pond is going to come down here, or perhaps maybe up against this window here. Get the mini pond in here, and that's going to be my quarantine pond. Which then means that this one can go 1 foot deeper, but it's going to go 4 foot longer. Now these are going to come out, I'm going to dig these up. The acer tree I'm going to leave in situ, and I'm going to bring the pond along and down to here, and then round and marrying back around here, putting my shelf area back here again. So basically extending it by, let's see, bear with 1 second. Oh, we've also had a bit of a tidy up inside the shed. So now, although it's, you know, it's still quite compact, there we go, still got the lids off from the service, so we can put them back on. Just been doing, my filter had blocked up, and inside the pump was a massive great big fat slough. Temperatures inside the shed is 21.5 degrees, 53% humidity, and 14.2 inside the filter barrel. So the pond temperatures are sitting at 14.2 right now, which is good. We're starting to come back up, but let's see what it is outside. Oh, can we see that? 21.5 degrees, so we're getting warmer, guys. The good weather's on its way. So yeah, we've just sorted out, there's the microscope which I was doing the filming on the other week. 2 bags of salt, my buckets and stuff for shifting the soil out with, and plus barrows when Daz comes. My pond vac, a little plaques from Mr. Lawson, thank you very much, mate. Now then, actually, I might do a giveaway on this. We have 1 bag of multi-season Kasuri koi food. So maybe we might even chuck in a little bit of a giveaway into this. Unopened. So there's a bag of koi food there to go. Just topped up all my tubs. Now got 3 bags left of the Japan mix and the remainder of my wheat germ. So we're going to need to put another order in of them. But my next job is to do, once I've done all the filter clean, is to drop some Koi Masters Advantage in. And we're just going to do a little bit of it, give them the first clay treatment. But yeah, tape measure, that's what I come in for. Tape measure. So, this will make the pond another, so if we go from here, oh, actually, it'll make the pond another 6 foot longer. So, yeah, there's, oh, 1 second. So there's 6 foot. So that will make the pond then a total of, now this is the deal that I've just had with my wife. So the pond will then be sorry guys, this is a little bit, nearly 18 foot long. That's a big pond. 18 foot. And if I bring it out as wide as what I was saying, which will be from the original back wall there, to be 18 foot by 7 foot. That, but what I'm thinking of doing is, as this tree now finally looks quite pretty, and I quite like the look of its shape and its structure now, is leaving that in, because they are really slow growers. Leaving that in situ, removing these, and then bringing the pond down and round and tying in with the original and go 1 foot deeper. So that should make my pond, well, it won't be a puddle anymore, will it? That is for sure. 16 to 17 foot long, 7 foot wide, and it'll be about 3.5 foot, nearly 3 to 4 foot deep. 32 inches at minute. So if we go another foot deeper, 42 inch ish, at about something like that. So 32 inch at present it's 800 mil or 80 cmd. So if we go to 42, that'll be just over a metre. Just over a metre in depth. That's plenty deep enough as far as I'm concerned, and plenty enough water volume for them. So there we go folks, the plans are in motion now. You've heard it here first. The wife's given permission. Now the permission is, or the deal is, that if I do this, then that she can get some patio furniture to go in down here. So that'll be out, that'll be up there. That'll turn into a quarantine pond, which is ideal just for one fish to be quarantined in. Pond will be bigger. Fish will get more room to grow. The garden will look nice and tidy, and it'll still be, I don't know if I might just bring it round in a curve to match in with the original curve. So it might be 6 foot by 17 foot long by, let's see, by 42 inch deep. Well, I'll see how it goes with the dig. If at that point, at that depth now, I'm at the clay base there, so whatever comes out from there on in is going to be clay. I might just make it that 1 foot deeper but that's 6 foot longer. So, yeah. Going to be quite a decent size. So that's the plans. That's what I've been up to. Up so far this morning, I've been tidying the shed. I've got some space back. There's a liner. Already done. There's the underlay. Good to go. And all we're doing now is topping the pond back up. And then I'm going to get all these little bits that are netted off. There's a couple of little bit of lilies, because some of my lilies are breaking surface now. You can just see them coming up there, so lilies are starting to kick back in. I haven't done any scrapes yet, but I've been watching them for the last, what are we on now? Well, the last 4.5 hours at least, and I've seen one fish flash, but that was after I'd fed them mealworms. I think everybody's good. I don't know if I'm going to disturb them. It doesn't look like there's anything wrong with anybody. Everybody seems okay. I don't want to be taking them out and scraping them just for the sake of scraping them, because it's stress that they don't need. Everybody looks well. Nobody's flashing anymore, and everybody's out and about. So I'm going to take that as a win-win. I'm leaving for now. Keep my eye on them for the rest of the day. But yeah. So, quarantine tank, or mini pond, coming down here as a quarantine tank that I can switch on and cycle up as and when I need it. Might just keep a couple of little small grow-on fish in there as, you know, to keep it cycled. But yeah, the pond is going to be a fair bit bigger when I work it out, how long it's going to be. 16 to 17 foot long, 7 foot wide. 42 inches deep is the plan. So I think that's pretty good, pretty damn good. Going to be, won't be known as Gazza's koi puddle anymore. That'll be bigger than quite a few ponds out there. Certainly give them a lot more room to grow, and the fish should start getting some good size in them. The other good news is, gentleman's been out today to have a look at his conservatory roof. And he's going away to get some quotation and some prices to send it through to the company, and we'll be getting his roof repaired. So it's been a good week. I had a lovely email sent from a gentleman saying that he has found our channel, the GKP, and would like to thank us for everything he's done. So thank you very much, Philly. I appreciate that, mate. It was lovely to hear that we've inspired you to get back into koi keeping, mate. It's really nice to get some positive feedback. Fair made me day to read that email. I did share it with a few people and let them have a look. But thank you, Phil. Great of you. And the next thing is, when we're going to start. When we're going to start the pond build. The weather's getting good, which means I can do it without damaging my garden. I have a couple of patches of grass that are already slightly damaged. Look at this. Starling there come down for the birds have become really tame. I mean, we had a cat now for a lot of years. I've just filled up the bird feeders, and I've had loads of them in garden today, coming down just around the edge here where that just here is there. I had some magpies coming down taking soil for nesting material. Ooh, the yellow rookie just flashed out. Oh, there's a starling right there on there now. Both of them feeding in the garden. Right outside of me. That one was just on the feeder then. Not bothered at all. Sonny's not too keen on them being in garden, though. He keeps chasing them off, but I've just got all the grass cut, all the lawn cut. Got some plants to plant down there. Some panniers, I think they're called. I don't know, something like that. Let's have a look. Yeah. Peony to planting down there. That's a plant that'll come back each year. And another one to planting just down there, a reddish one. So I'm going to get them planted in. All my poppies are coming back. This is starting to grow back in and flower back in again. I thought it had died off, I thought snow had killed it off. Yeah, hanging baskets are looking a bit crap. But look at this. We had this last year. We bought it and planted it, and our Zeus broke it. But this has come back. It's twice as big as what we had. Looks beautiful. Nice little heart-shaped flowers on it. So yeah, as I was saying, yeah, plans are in motion for starting on the pond. Just as when I'm going to start on the pond, though, I don't know. I'd like to get all this roofing work out of the way first, and I am off in a fortnight's time for a week. Don't know if I'll get it started then, or whether or not I'll wait till the roof's done and then make a start. But this is my time to call my favours back in, and everybody can come and give us a hand. And Daz, the powerhouse that is the man on a shovel, hopefully he's going to come give us a hand. That's maybe Vicky and Paul, Colin and myself. I reckon we can get it dug out in a couple of days, or a day, hopefully. Get the new liner in. Then I'm going to need a whole load more of Yorkshire stone to go around the edge again and keep it as natural as my pond is looking right now. I'm not going for the raised up one. I'm not going for the sleeper bed or anything like that. I just nice blue slate border around it again, just the same, just extend it that little bit further. But that's the plan. That's what I'm up against. That's what I'm going to be doing this season. It is coming. I'm not going to make a big long drawn out video of it. At the end of the day, every man and his dog's done a pond build, but I am going to be making it bigger, and it is almost going to be half its size again for what we've already got, with that little bit more depth to it. And hopefully then I start getting some more size on some of these fish and some of the other fish, which in my week off I will be taking Mr. Tropical Koi's, it was Mike, Mr. Tropical Koi's up for him. So his fish are going to be doing a scrape then. That's why I'm, it's in a fortnight's time. I don't want to be taking them out and scraping them this week, taking them out and scraping them again week after. So I'd much rather wait till such times as everybody's fine, everybody looks all right. So I'm not going to disturb them. Everybody's out, everybody's feeding. I'm going to take that as a positive. There's no flashing, there's no sulking, no clamp fins. So see how they go. And then when it comes to it, if needs be, and I have to treat, the week before I take them, I'll take them out, do a scrape up. So next week, do a scrape on them, check them, make sure they're all nice and clean. And if they are all clean, then I'm going to take them over to Mike's for him. And then get his pond up and running and going again. And get him back into the hobby as well. He still has one pond, but he's got not issues, but he's waiting to see what progresses throughout the kick-off from spring into summer, and hope that no more get infected with the bacterial infection that he had. But he has his quarantine system, which is almost the same size as his original pond, all set up ready to go, which is being fully bleached out, fully restocked, fully recycled. He just needs his fish to go in. So I'm going to take him some of the mini ones up, a couple of the smaller ones in here, a couple of Matsukawabakis for him, a Ginnerin, I think it's a Ginnerin, it's got a Ginnerin, Matsukawabaki, and there's a non-Ginnerin Matsukawabaki for him to choose from. There's also a couple of little ones in there that, might be of his fancy. We're going to see if I can get them netted up next week and have a look at them for him as well. But yeah, enough waffling for now. I'm going to get these little bits off the pond, get the Koi's Master Advantage in and see what they think to that. And so we go. So we might be saying goodbye to the fish for a wee while. I'm just waiting for pond to get fully topped back up, and then I'm going to get that in. So I'll catch up with you in a bit, guys. Alright guys, my wife's just got back and she's just brought me a load of mealworms, which I've just mixed into my mix-up tub of mealworms, freshwater shrimps, silk larvae, pupae, and we've got another full tub of mealworms there and another half full tub of mealworms there. So we've plenty of mealworms. We've got 3 tubs of the Japan mix, like I said earlier, and the 1 tub. So we are going to have to get some. Oh, she also brought some wildlife bird feeders, fat balls, which I've just topped them up. Plus, you got this little tray, little bird feeder to put some mealworms in for them. So I'll be able to stick a couple of mealworms out for the birds as well. So with plenty of them, we might as well give them a few. And a nice bun. I need to go get a brew, get that topped up. The old Haribos, Golden Bear. And I've now got a couple of other jobs as well, which I thought I were doing. Overflowed the pond again. As always forget, walk away from the hose pipe. We've got to get that mixed up, which is the Koi Master's Advantage. We've got a little patch of grass seed to rectify that again, and then plants for the hanging baskets, which I mentioned just before, new tubs, because that got blown off and got cracked. So those 2 are going to be coming out and going into them. Switch them over, keep that one as a spare. When you think you got some gardening to do, I've now got a bit more to do. But yeah, hanging baskets, they're all to go in them, and the 2 outside the front of the house. So let's get the Koi Master's Advantage mixed up and get that in. Loads more room in the shed now. I can actually get around in here. So I'm going to get this mixed up, guys, and I'll get that in the pond. Just to be on the safe side, guys, I'm going to do a water test first as well. Check, because I have had treatments in last week. I have just done a water change and a filter clean, but I'd much rather know that everything's alright with the filter system and everything's alright with the pond before I put any other form of treatment in. So just going to give these a quick test and I'll show you the results at the end. Not going to go through the count of the drops, guys, because everybody's seen it before a million times. So just for my own peace of mind, pH and KH is what we're going to check, because I just want to keep an eye on my KH because of the moving bed. GH, just to see if there's been any changes in the water that I'm getting, and obviously ammonia, nitrite and nitrate. So get back to you in a tick when I've got these in. Alright guys, there you go. So the results: GH 8, KH 0, pH 6. So and I've put some bicarb in, or pH buffer, and we'll get that brought back up. Nitrate, a trace of. Nitrite, a good trace of. Ammonia, yellow. So that is being converted into that, which is being converted into that, which will be consumed by them, which is starting to grow. So nothing really to worry about other than that one being a little high. But when that gets converted to that one, those are going to start to eat it, and as you can see there, the other ones are starting to sprout up now, and the lilies are starting to kick back in, and we are getting into the beginning of the season. So hopefully, maybe might do another water change, a little bit, a 10% water change on Monday night or Tuesday, or maybe a 20% water change, and check again. That one's a little high, but well, it's well overdeveloped now, obviously, because these are 10 minutes and this one's only 2, and that was less than that. But that has got a trace element in. But this one is the bad one. The pH is shocking. and the KH is non-existent. So I'm going to get some bicarb added in, get that brought back up, and then hopefully fish will be a bit happier. But we have been adding treatment, guys, so we know that there's going to be changes in his water quality. I have just done 300 litres out, so if I do a 300 litre again tomorrow, I drop out 300 litres and retop it back up again, and I can do that again should this not come down. But let's get the pH nice and the KH right, and the GH is 8, which is good. So what's coming out of my tap is still crap, absolutely shocking. So I'll get back to you in a bit. Right, there we go, guys. pH of 7.5 to 8 again, and the KH is now back up at 11. To turn it, I've just emptied it out, but you can see it's still got a little bit of yellow water in there now. That's gone back up to 11, and the GH is 8. So we've got them done. All we need to do now is monitor these and keep them chest in check. Now obviously the ammonia, nitrite and nitrate, or should I say nitrite, nitrate, yeah, that's right, a little bit on the high side. But what I've got to remember is I have just been treating with NT Labs CT, chloramine T, for parasites, and prior to that I had treated as well for flukes, so there has been some treatments going. So I will be doing a good water change tomorrow and then again on Monday, just to get that back up. But we've got the KH back up nice and high now, and we've got the GH is good, and we've got the pH good. So with a couple of water changes, we should get everything else sorted. Now obviously I'm pretty much going back to restarting my filter system, because the bacterial dose is lower than the parasite dose when you're using CT. So it's not going to do it a great deal of good for the filter system. Probably killed everything off, because obviously when you're treating for a bacteria dose, you're not just killing bad bacteria, you're killing good bacteria. So the cycle is pretty much going to have to kick off and start all over again. So I'm going to lay off a little bit on the food, give them a little bit of chance for them to catch up. Not going to stop feeding, I'm just going to ease off a little bit. So give the filter system a chance to catch back up. And then next one is I'm going to put the Koi Masters Advantage in, which was given to me by Dave from DT Koi to have a try with it, see what I think. So rather than buying a big tub, he's got some, so he gave me a little bit to try. Which we've got just here. We've got the mix up. I'm just going to give it a good stir up. I'm going to add that into pond. So bye bye fish for a little bit, but we'll see how quickly the system pulls it through. Right, I've just added that in, so we'll have a quick look. That's that in the pond. Hopefully that'll give them a few of the minerals back that they require and that they need, and help perk up the qualities of the water as well. But we won't see the fish for some time. Looking at that lot, that's gone quite cloudy now. It's just like putting blanket answering. But we'll let that run through the system, and I'll pick the camera back up in a couple of hours, and we'll see just how much it's pulled out. Right guys, that's the Koi Masters Advantage. That's been in now for about an hour. No problems. One fish didn't seem to like it, but again, that's the Yamabuki. He seems to be, well, he seems to be a bit thrown off no matter what happens with the water. But it's already starting to clear. The Yamabuki topped out clean out the water 2 or 3 times and hit the net, so he weren't too happy about it. But everybody else seems okay. Now, I don't know if it's just me because the water's a little bit murky. But those Benigoi, man, god damn. The colours on them look like they're popping. Look at that. Macaque looks like it might be losing a little bit of colour. It's got a bit of a patch on this side here, just there, that seems to be fading back a little bit. Not easy to see the fish with this in, obviously, but I did say I'd show you what we're like in a bit. Let's see if we can get a bit of footage of them without spooking them off. There's your shore, mate. Looking good. There's my Benny's eye. In a couple of hours it'll probably have cleared out. Yeah, impressed with the dynamics of any guys. Just nice to get a bit of size on them. From a few more mealworms though. I seem to be enjoying them. So we can all have a good look at them coming up and feeding. Vince's fish loves mealworms. Like a machine, there's enough for him. sure. Shall we just out there? See if we can get that to come back up. But look at those them guys. Well happy with them. Look at my butterfly. Looks quite nice now actually. Quite happy with that. Really happy with that little shovel. The one that I got from Whitfield Toy. Looking really good. Just behind the sand cube. There's Mike's just come up again. And then again, they're looking good. Oh, the polish got it well after that fish. Absolutely beautiful. all these to get planted up and these to pot into these. But I need to drill some holes in bottom of these new pots because that one's fallen and cracked. Some grass seed to bang down. Hopefully see if I can bring all these patches back where it's got killed with the cement. That to plant there, that to plant there. So I'm going to crack on with them for a bit, get them done, and then get all these hanging baskets planted out because they're looking a bit miserable apart from the odd couple of pansies still in it, which have just seeded themselves from last year. 10 ton of moss in them instead. Yeah, can't wait to get this done now. That's how big the pond's going to be. I give them a nice length for cruising up and down and swimming up and down on. Mini pond moved from there to the side of the shed to turn into a quarantine tank. Oh, sorry, sun right behind me. I'll crack on with that, get that sorted out, get these planted up, and then I'm going to call it a do for today, I think. I'll get back to you in a bit. Right guys, that's felt like a long day. 10 past 10, 7:15, and we're still doing stuff. I'm going to show you this because everybody don't believe when I've told them this before in the past. I have, well, I'll show you. Yeah, I just come along to my watering can, to use my watering can, and found this little guy. In fact, there was two of them. A little newt. I've put them both in here. They can get out if they want because they can climb up on the plants. But I don't want that to happen. There is another one, smaller one. I don't know if that's male or female. If anybody knows, feel free to let me know. But yeah, a couple of little newts in my watering can. That's every year I've found newts in this time of year in my watering can. I'm going to have to think of a new place to put it because I would imagine they're climbing up here and then falling in and getting trapped in there then. Or they're climbing in the watering can because I normally leave water in it. He's just gone behind the back of that pot now. There you go, you can just see his tail. It's in there. I'm guessing that's going to be a male. So there's both of them in there now. As they're climbing up the plant. Hopefully it can get a little bit of food. Fatten itself up a bit, look a bit thin and a bit skinny. There. Two little newts in the watering can. Of all the places to live, a watering can. Right, I'm going to flick camera around, let you have a quick look at what we've been up to. So we've got these pots repotted again. We've got that to service tomorrow now with the new residents. But I know some people might say you shouldn't really keep them in your pond, but I don't want to leave them out because if they dry out and die. We've done this hanging basket, we've done that hanging basket. Just down there we've planted the peonies, I nearly said paninis again, the peonies, one in there, and one just down here, that hanging basket. Got the lawn all cut and garden tidied up. We put the Koi Masters in, which is still looking a bit murky, but new feeder up with some mealworms in for birds. Bird feeders topped back up for them. I'm just checking, make sure I have a check inside the rows, and there's not one inside there as well. No. But yeah, pond's done, serviced and cleaned. We need to do a water change tomorrow because of the high ammonia. Look at this, guys. They was free. Look what I did. I watered my plants first. And if you look here, just down in here, somewhere, I just spotted it. Where you gone? I'm going to pick her up and bring her out because I think this one might be a little female. So there was 3 of them, and I watered the watering can to water the plants. So I've actually picked up the newt and poured it into the plant pot. So that's where the other one's gone. Let it have a bit of a rinse off, get the soil off of it. And we'll let it go up on there. There's the other one. And you can choose whether or not. There's the other one. And there is another one that went round back of this plant pot down there somewhere. So I'll leave them be. Pretty cool, that. I love to know that I've got nature such as newts in my garden. Might not be the best thing for your ponds, but they're more than welcome to stay there for me. I'm just going to check the other ones now, make sure there's not any more I've poured out. That one's alright. And that one's alright. So yeah, busy productive day. Overfilled the garden again, overfilled the pond again and turned my garden into a mud bath. Look. But it'll dry out. Everything done that's needed to be done. Looks like I've got about 6 or 7 lilies that are going to come to the surface next day or 2. But busy day. Busy day, not a lot done, but taking a long time to get it done. Well, I'm going to bring this one to an end, guys. Usual thing, if you're enjoying this kind of content, do us a huge favour. Like, share, subscribe, tell a friend. And until next time, guys, we'll see you on the next one. Take it easy all, keep smiling. See you all soon.